Well, the thing about it is that SNL, they gave me the schedule for the year, and once they thought it was something that would be ongoing to whatever degree, it does crash my weekends with my kids because I've got little kids, so I do as many as I can, and I'll probably do a bunch more, a couple more before the season's over in May.
Speaking of kids, I mean this is a great movie to show your kids. Is it one of the? You've done animated films before,
right.
But is that one of the motivating factors, or is it because it's a great DreamWorks project?
Well, I think that the thing I mean, again, when you play a lead role in one of these films, it's more. It's kind of a different animal because when it's literally like in regular films when you have a supporting role versus a lead. When you play the lead, you want to make sure you vary what you do as much as you can because you're around the whole time. When I did Madagascar 2, and that was Jada Pinkett and Chris Rock and Ben Stiller were the leads in those films, I came in and did my thing a little bit, and then I left. And Rise of the Guardians I did for them was also an ensemble. So it wasn't as much of me, but in this you're in the whole thing, so you try to avoid sounding the same level all the time and being just like screaming your head off.
Now, I understand in 30 Rock you played a boss and you play some of these guys that, are very authoritative, but I was reading that you're the opposite of that.
Well, I wouldn't say, I can be as, what's the word, as emphatic as I can be, but I feel like, these one time, there's a point in your career, it's hard to pick out, where people sense that you do that and you're willing to do that. There's a point in your career, that's a very interesting question, because there's a point in your career where you find out you get ID'd as someone that can do that. And a lot of people don't want to play, the negative value in a film, live action or animated, and they don't want to be the guy that stresses everybody out and you come in and straighten everybody out. But if you play that part, it seems like you have a lifetime of people offering you those roles, of people who are the really kind of tough, bossy, if you will, kind of person. But in real life, my wife is, I think what I'm trying to tell you here is my wife is calling all the shots in my house right now. I mean, I am not the boss baby or daddy or boss Alec. I'm not the boss of anything in my home. So.
And the concept of this movie.
Maybe that's why I did Boss Baby, because I could be the boss of something for just those sessions in the studio. And the rest of my life, I'm just.
The concept's kind of cool. DreamWorks has done animals. They've done cute things, but who would have thought of a baby as a kind of like the world of that? I don't know. And they did a great job on that.
Well, you have films that are like this in the past, like Look Who's Talking and things like that, where you put the adult voice of an actor into a child character, an infant character, baby. But the great thing I love about animated films is you create the whole world. I mean, a bunch of really, really great artists, they draw the whole thing, the house, the colors, the pace, the faces of people, their eyes, their hair. My character has a head like a cinder block. I mean, my head looks like a pumpkin. You know what I mean? The Boss Baby's got a big fat head, and which is probably the only thing I share with Boss Baby is I have a big fat head. And yeah, I mean, you just the writing and the voices are a part of it, but the artwork is everything to create that world.